Finally, we reach the wild one, gold. This is my favorite. This is my main asset that I trade. I don't use this system exactly with gold, but it's the same logic here. I'm going to show you why this one can be a little different. You see, this is gold here, and this is DXY. Let's start with this cross here. You see it's 830, little more complex one. So what we do, we find our cross. You see we have a high here. You drag down. See we never reach 50. And if we keep drag this one, we see that we don't find any 50 before the big move. But what happens here is you could potentially take this one because it's actually a higher candle like this. But still you wouldn't get 50%. So just because it started here doesn't mean much for you. Then you have one here. This one. If you were taking this one, A, B, C is a super small range compared to this one, right? Was stopped out. Okay. When that happens, do you know what you do? You don't get angry and go home. You keep going. Because you know what this one is saying. So this was just an unlucky hit, right? And with experience, you will learn that this was not a good entry, right? You shouldn't be doing it. What happens here is when a high takes out a high, gold has a tendency to always pull back something. And when you know this is, when you come here, and you see they almost crossed again, but they didn't, right? It just touched, continued. So now we can start using this one as a sell wave, right? Sorry, this one here. So the one that took us out is now our new high to low, 50%. And now you say, hope I don't get stopped out again. Hope I don't get stopped out again. That's because we're humans, right? Instead, what happens was a good day. And sure, gold dropped like nothing else last week. But every time I sit and think like this, it happens over and over again. Not every week, but it happens. These big moves. But if you took your 1.5 here, 2 times, minus 1, you're still in profit, right? That's the good thing. If you win 1 trade, you win 2 units. You lose 1 when you lose. So even if you have a loss and then a win, you have a win. That's why we do this 50%. Like this. Okay? And this one, you could also watch the 5 minutes and the 1 minute and just look at crosses, find your own way to do scalp trading, right? Gold is a little special. Euro US dollar and pound dollar follow this ABC 50% very well. This one, do it, but it can also just be a cross that you want to enter. So when you see this happening up here, you can check the 5 minute and the 1 minute and say, well, is this do I have something that tells me with my system that this is probably a down market for now, right? Gold many times set this up just at London. But again, you see, if you draw a line from this high and this low, you see it goes lower, but it hasn't went higher yet until here, there. So around this area, when it started to consolidate here, I would try to find a new wave for entering. Because you really want to see this expanding above the last expansion, even if it's a messy one. You just want to see it do a better volume than before. because that means that they have decided to do something in that direction most of the times. And this is a good one because I showed you, because when we do this live, it's easy to say, oh, well, here's a wave. You will be finding waves that are microwaves and get stopped out. And then you will learn, okay, this was probably not a good thing. Why was it not a good thing? Start checking, okay, it's too small range. It was consolidation. I tried to take a trade inside of a consolidation. It has worked before, didn't work this time. But you know what? You have your data. Follow your data and follow your plan, and it will work just fine for you. That's why we use our mentor down here, our analytical chart, together with our trading chart. Following this, most of the time you will be right. And if you're more right than wrong, you have a profitable trading account, and you will feel much better because now you do things based on researching a data source that works for trading, especially the USD crosses. So that was gold. I hope this series has helped you to get started with using DXY correlation with these pairs. Thank you.